Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give to Breida. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On third down, Barrow.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They run for it with Breida. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Trask. This pass caught by Hamler.
Touchdown, Titans! K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give, running left is Harris. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Off the play fake, Jenkins. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Barrow. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. throwing on first down. Barrow got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, here's Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tries to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Barrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jenkins. And he's got his target, Harris. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jenkins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Barrow will drop that down to Carter underneath. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Barrow. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll be out right at the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jenkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jenkins. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. On 1st and 10, Jenkins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jenkins. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On 1st down, Barrow taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Deuce, deuce. Check smash, check smash. Undercut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
The final shot before break.
Barrow on the slant. He'll get it to Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A give to Harris.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Jenkins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Now the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jenkins. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there for the Patriots.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he stopped immediately there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jenkins. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. From the gun, Jenkins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Barrow. Man open, here is Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. 'Cause 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 'cause
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Barrow.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights. And this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing on first down. Barrow got an open man. It's Foster.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Let's go, you Titans.
On the handoff, this is Breda.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets it up past the 35.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Barrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a two-point try. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Back to throw. Barrow taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on second down. Barrow.
Quick slant to Hamler.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now it's Breida. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for second down.
And again this time to the tailback. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They run with Breida, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Breida. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Breida. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Looking to throw. Barrow. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, D. 43 on the mic. Let's go. 6 guys.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Pass complete to Harris.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He finds his man, complete. It's Beal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Beal. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with some... Little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now... it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Titans,
their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year.
And they'll get to stay put for a few.